So here's a quick overview of the interface of Pro Drums. So you have here the mixer section, which is broken up into two sections over here with your kick, snare, hi-hat, tom 1. Over here is tom 2, tom 3, tom 4, tom 5. And then you have a meter for your master volume. Above that, you'll find panning knobs for each one of the kits. It comes with some default panning that's kind of drummer perspective, but if you want to change that, you can feel free to change that perspective and that panning to get it to where you want it to sound. Below the mixer section in the bottom left, you'll find the tuning section where you can actually use to tune any of the parts of the kit. To your liking, same with the toms, which could be useful in so many cases. Moving along, you have the master section over here, which is the master tuning, which goes across the whole kit. So that can be useful. You also have your cutoff for the filtering that works over here. So you have a high pass, low pass filter that you can use. Or high pass. You also have your master volume, which is the master volume over the whole kit. And then you have your room mic volume. Lastly, down here in the bottom area, you have your overhead mics, which control the volume for the cymbals. And you have your velocity sensitivity area here where you can choose based on what type of MIDI controller you have. Normal will work for most MIDI controllers, but if you have one that has a very weak velocity sensitivity, you can go weak and it'll change the scheme to kind of help you use that. Or if you're using like a 88 key, full sized, keyboard, then you might want to go to strong to kind of work through that. Up here in the top in the middle, you'll find the browser for each one of the kits and snares, and you can select all of the different patches, whether it's a stereo patch or a multi-out patch. Under each kit, you will find two patches for each snare, a stereo patch and a multi-out patch. So stereo, if you're going to be using it just in stereo and just printing out a stereo 2-track, but if you want to stem out your drums, then you're going to want to switch to multi-out. Please note, if you're going to be using this in multi-out mode, then you need to also switch the plugin to multi-output. Otherwise, you won't get sound. So if I'm in stereo mode and I have a multi-out patch loaded, the only thing that I will actually get volume on is the kick. So in order to get the volume on the full kit, then I'm going to have to switch to multi-output, and everything will show up, and I will be able to then add all of my channels. So that's pretty much the overview of how Pro Drums works.